Well, guys, here it is. The Liver King has apologized for his controversy. Liver King confession. I lied. I'm going to tell you right now, the most annoying part about this is that it literally will only come through your left earbud. So thank you. I mean, where's the apology for that? Let me see if he posted one. No, nothing. We don't get an apology for that. Fantastic. Let's get this going.
Primals.
Whoa, Primals.
I'm making this video to apologize.
Ooh.
Because I f***ed up. Because I'm embarrassed and ashamed.
Is he gonna tell us that he shaves his arms too? Because this guy definitely shaves like his entire waxes his like almost his whole body, dude. Doesn't he try to talk about how he's like a natural guy? I'm just saying, bro. Okay, cringe.
Because I lied. And I misled a lot of people.
Yeah.
I've stated that this is a complicated as fuck topic, at least to me it is, because before social media, I was rich and anonymous, and after social media, I'm still rich, but no longer anonymous. And
Wait, he used to be rich and anonymous? Wait. Listen, I don't know. I'm not super. I don't know too much about the Liver King. I know that this is somewhat of like a normalized thing in like the bodybuilding community or the fitness community where people will take gear and then they'll lie about it to sell supplements and stuff. And it's like really shitty and it's not something that people should be doing. It needs to be called out more. You have a lot of fake natties and it puts people on this. It's like it really messes with people's brains because there's a lot of young people who like will look to somebody like the Liver King and they'll go like, I want to be this guy. I want to be like, this is my ideal body. I have to, and they start to like feed into stuff where they buy this and that's like, I want to buy supplements. See, he uses this, he uses it. Turns out he's on a ton of gear, like $11,000 worth of gear, a lot per month. And it's completely unrealistic. But at the very least, I thought that our guy here was like, I didn't know he was already rich. It makes it worse. I thought he was on his grind and he, you know what I mean? So it turns out he was just rich from the start. Oh, how it makes it worse to me. I don't know. You didn't even need to sell out. You're already rich. What's the point?
I never expected this kind of exposure in the public eye.
Okay.
It's been tricky as fuck to navigate. Well, clearly I did it wrong. And I'm here now to set the record straight.
Yeah, after you recall it. Come on.
Yes, I've done steroids. And yes, I am on steroids, monitored and managed by a trained hormone clinician.
Okay.
Liver King, the public figure, was an experiment to spread the message, to bring awareness to the 4,000 people a day who kill themselves, the 80,000 people a day that try to kill themselves. Our people are hurting at record rates with depression, autoimmune, anxiety, infertility, low ambition in life. Our young men are hurting the most, feeling lost, weak, and submissive. So I made it my job to model, teach, and preach a simple, elegant solution called ancestral living, the 9 ancestral tenets, so our people no longer have to suffer, so we can collectively express our highest and most dominant form. This is my fight. This is why I exist.
I don't know, man. I'm having a hard time believing him. Like, I get it. Like, there's a lot of young men who are looking for guidance. I respect that. I don't know, man. It's just, like, weird. This guy was rich. He just wanted... It kind of comes off to me like this guy just was rich and wanted to be really famous. And I don't know, bro. And maybe I'm just being cynical, but okay.
While spreading the message, I've been on several podcasts. And when asked if I've ever taken steroids, I've always said, no, I don't touch this stuff. Not going to touch this stuff. Never touch this stuff. That was a lie.
Okay.
I've convinced myself that this had nothing to do with the ancestral message. I convinced myself that I'm not a competitive athlete of any kind, so who the fuck am I cheating? I convinced myself that this topic was a placeholder for a far more important conversation. I convinced myself that this would overshadow the 36 years of working out, usually twice a day, without PEDs.
No, it's just not. You're just. I'm not going to believe it. There's no way that you...
I convinced myself that this topic was a placeholder for a far more important conversation. I convinced myself that this would overshadow the 36 years of working out, usually twice a day, without PEDs.
Like, I don't know what he means by twice a day. If he means like he would... There's no way that... Nope. Okay. From a recovery perspective, and I know a lot of people are just like, oh, Papa, get your fat. I know what I'm talking about to an extent. Like, I used to lift too. There's no way that you can work out 2 days, like twice a day, like every single day, and actually elicit a response without steroids. Like, the recovery that you get from it is insane. It's just impractical. This idea, it just feels like he's downplaying his usage. 36 years. How old is this guy? Working out for 36 years? I mean, unless he means like he was doing cardio a second time. I don't know. He's 45, so since 9. Is that what he means? He's 45. He's saying he worked out since he was 9. Maybe. Okay. Is he really? Wait, what? He's 45? Okay. Everything he said he's 45. You've been working out for 36 years, bro? Oh, my Lord. Well, oh, okay. Well, I guess he... Okay. All right.
I've convinced myself
okay.
that this was the vocal minority, usually in the fitness category, driving to an unproductive conversation.
What?
And I had convinced myself that this would be the wrong message to send to the 15-year-old boys. So I continually dismissed it, and I dug myself.
What was the wrong message that you're on steroids? Okay.
Into a bigger and deeper hole. I have only myself to blame. I did that.
Okay.
And it was all wrong. I will be better. I will talk about it openly because I believe that there's a time and a place for pharmacological intervention monitored and managed by a trained hormone physician.
I mean, maybe, but now we get into the conversation about where originally you had these kids, these young people thinking that they could achieve your body naturally. And now they're like always on gear. I wonder how many of them might turn to going on steroids now just because, like, I don't know. I mean, like, listen, I know that you can definitely benefit if you do it the right way, but I don't know. I feel like the message should be just don't do it at all, and that you have like a drastic ego problem or something. I don't know. It's I mean, I think it's really tough to go on like PEDs, and I don't know how easy it is to necessarily maintain your health. I guess I just don't really know, but I feel like it's pretty intense on your body. It'll fuck you up.
In 2021, when I was 43 years old.
I mean, I get people who are trying to like become like competitive athletes because a lot of athletes are on PEDs. I get it. But for your average everyday person, I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay.
I didn't feel 100% physically or cognitively. So I went to get monitored and managed by a trained hormone clinician.
I just don't believe this guy at this point. How old did he say he was? 43, so 2 years ago?
In 21, when I was 43 years old, I didn't feel 100% physically or cognitively. So I went to get monitored and managed by a trained hormone clinician to see what the fuck was going on with my life. And so yes, it's true. I have tried several peptide combinations
maybe he was.
in an effort to increase my growth hormone, and it didn't.
Okay, so this looks like he might have actually, maybe he was natty before he like really leaned into this. Here's a picture of him. 2018 Liver King. He's looking pretty natty. Yeah, he looks pretty natty here. Okay. Yeah, maybe he just started taking gear and then he might be on something, but definitely not what he's on now. It's outrageous. I really wonder when he started like going on like this heavy gear. Let me see if I can find his Instagram and like really scroll down. It's gonna be impossible. Let's keep watching.
And it worked, meaning that my levels still remained below the normal level. So yes, it's also true that I've tried pharmaceutical grade growth hormone and I finally found success in managing therapeutic levels in the normal range.
Okay.
Yes, this is true. I've continued on with 0.6 cc's of testosterone per week, roughly 120 milligrams of testosterone a week. And no, I don't take any other steroids like nandrolone or Winstrol, but I have tried them in the past without success. Yes.
Here his earliest post on Instagram is from 2021. So I guess he might have went on in like 2020. Maybe he's telling the truth. I guess so. Damn, you're gonna ruin those kettlebells, brother. What are you doing? Interesting. Okay. That's such a GH gut, dude. Holy fuck. All right, cool.
It's also true that my blood chemistry got all fucked up.
Yeah, no
while
kidding.
taking nandrolone and Winstrol. My lipids got all deranged. My liver enzymes went sky high, which is why clinical oversight is an absolute must. Nope. The Liver King brand has had nothing, or at least very little, to do with my business success. My companies were already kicking ass, already successful before the Liver King public figure, growing at 50% year over year, and still growing at the same pace after the Liver King public figure.
Okay, that's cool.
Nope. I've never had ab implants, ab etching, or any other plastic surgery, and I sure as fuck never.
I will say, like, his abs don't look necessarily fake. It just looks like he's on GH, bro. It looks like he's on GH, like hardcore. Like, I don't know, man. He's got that GH gut, brother. But I don't know.
Actually had gene editing done in Singapore. I made all of that up. It was all intended to be a joke, and that's an expression of ancestral 10 have a little about
a joke. I feel like he was just doing it as like a goof, as like an act, but okay.
Fun. Ultimately, why did I or why do I do them? When I talk about the 85% of the population that suffers from self-esteem issues, that's me. I'm part of that statistic. This is why I fucking work myself to death in the gym. This is why I do 12 to 15 blood-burning workouts a week, just to feel like I'm okay. Still, I have to absolutely crush myself to do so, and I'm wrecked physically and cognitively, and hormone replacement has helped in a profound and significant way. And still...
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm getting like, listen, to me, it sounds like this guy has a, from the way he's talking about it, it sounds like he has like a significant problem with, like he's saying his self-esteem and all that. But it sounds like he's almost self-diagnosing like a potential mental disorder. And I'm not even being like rude, but this is, to me, the way he's talking about it, it sounds like this guy's talking about how he's self-diagnosing to an extent with hormones for like body dysmorphia or something. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like this is the same as talking about pushing like antidepressants for people. Like, I get it. You know, these things can be positively beneficial in some way, but he's not getting like I mean, he has a clinician, but he doesn't have, I don't know. I guess he's doing it the right way. I guess I'm like a little apprehensive because I'm hoping that people aren't seeing this and going, yes, that's me. I'm fucking depressed too. So what I want to do is jack the fuck out of my hormones and really fuck myself over. And like really devastate, like really fuck up my hormone level. Like, this guy's older, so like, you know, his test is going down. I get it, but I imagine like, what if that the fucking 15-year-old kids are like, hey, let me go in fucking gear. I don't know, man. Okay, I don't think he's a bad guy. I just wonder what the outcome of this is going to be.
I believe that the path to paradise is paved in fucking hell. I previously have said in a weird way, I'm grateful for the recent events that have shed light on this complicated,
I saw the thing. Yeah.
I knew I needed to take this opportunity to openly discuss everything for me to be a better human. Okay. If there are any questions that remain unanswered, send them my way. I fully own that I fucked up. I am as sorry as a man can be. And all I can do is take extreme ownership right now, be better, and lead myself to a better life as a better human.
Well, yeah, but like if you, I mean, you're gonna keep taking gear, so. Okay.
Again, thank you to everyone for the support, the criticism, the love, the hate, and above all else, the loyalty.
Okay. All right. Well, cool for him for like actually owning up to it instead of just leaving it. I will say this comment's funny. The fact that people believed it was Natty in the first place, mind-boggling. That's true. This guy was very clearly on gear from the start. But there's some young kids who will fall for it. I don't know, man. I get it. I think that is pretty genuine in some ways. I feel like it was a little hammed up in other ways. I don't know. I feel like a lot of like YouTube apologies and stuff, you tend to get like, you know, hammed up and whatnot. But part of me is like, I don't know, man. I mean, this guy is like an active role model, right? He wants to be a role model. And he's talking about basically, to an extent, self-diagnosing himself or self-medicating himself for like some kind of a self-esteem issue. And I don't know. I would be. I'm a little. It's a little. I hope that like a young person that may be feeling similarly with some self-esteem issue doesn't look at Liver King and almost, you know, project the Liver King's issues onto them and be like, that must be what I have. Because a lot of people, young people can be very malleable. A young person can look at somebody. They might look at somebody who has a similar issue to them. Like maybe they have like, they can align with like a depression or an anxiety or this, that. And then they think that because that person has depression or anxiety, that person's potential prescription or diagnosis, for lack of a better term, would align with them as well. You see this with a lot of young kids across multiple different fields. And like, hopefully there's no young kid that's like, oh, fuck, you know, I'm depressed. I have self-esteem issues. Fuck, I think that a solution for me is to go on fucking Anavar. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Fucking HGH. Go on some fucking testosterone. But ultimately, you know, I mean, I guess the truth's out now. It's probably a big weight off of his shoulder. I could definitely imagine that. So I guess good for him. You know.
I want Papa Gut to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.